Hi, my name is Bruce Bolger, and I'm founder of the Enterprise Engagement Alliance and its Brand Media Coalition. And I'm here today to host a short show on the RayBan brand. And that's part of the Brand Media Coalition's continuing series on highlighting the stories and the power of individual brands to motivate people. And we're happy today to have Corey Wolfe as a guest brand expert. He's director of sales for Links Unlimited, which is one of the nation's leading master fulfillment companies, and which also, of course, specializes in the Ray-Ban line. So I'd like to thank you, Corey, very much for joining us today.
Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for having me.
So I'm going to bring the screen back up for you. I'm sorry, Corey, because I'd like to, first off, just give us a quick introduction of what is the Ray-Ban line.
Yeah. RayBan is obviously a brand that carries over to male, female, also has unisex brands. And really, it's a brand that covers all your popular styles that they've pretty much have carried through, for a long period of time. And they continue to reinvent them. So aviators, Wayfarers, things of that nature, Justins for the female side of things have always been around. And so just a very popular sunglass brand that's very iconic.
And what's interesting is that unlike other sunglasses lines, they haven't expanded really beyond sunglasses, have they? Tell us a little quick story about the Ray-Ban line.
Yeah, it really started back in the military in roughly around World War II, and essentially that's where the name came from. They needed to block the rays while the pilots were flying, and so it was Ray-Ban. It's that simple, and they just have carried that through and through. And obviously, it's gone through some ownership changes throughout the years, but they've kept that really the aviator brand is that iconic brand that you see, as some of the photos that you're seeing here on screen with movie stars, with influencers, with politicians, what have you. It's just been it's kind of been ingrained in American culture that the Ray-Ban brand is the top in sunglasses.
And so tell us a little bit more about the personality of the brand and the personality of the customers.
Yeah, I mean, they're really driven in on, like I said, the iconic, the influencers, people that have a lot of what I would call moxie. So they're looking for movie stars and music and things of that nature to really wear their brand, and it's really timeless. But again, they're going after really what I would say is a 12 to 34 demographic, going after the cool, edgy effect. If you look at their marketing materials, everything is driven around a younger lifestyle, hip, cool, things of that nature.
And yet at the same time, with a certain timelessness that connects our generation with that of the original aviators.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Absolutely. I mean, still to this day, you're going to have anybody who's, in their 50s to 70s still wearing Ray-Bans because they were still popular back in their day. And so if you're an aviator fan, if you're, a Wayfarer fan, you're going to be going back to Ray-Ban because that's just what you're used to wearing and what, most of us were wearing when we were growing up.
So we're really crossing generations. This is, if you're holding an event, an incentive trip, or a big event, you don't have to worry about turning off the young folk or turning off the older folk. It's something that can bridge all demographics. So just quickly wrapping up, tell us about what type of RayBan experiences you can do.
Yeah, so what we did about 3 years ago, we were able to partner with Luxottica, who's the parent company of Ray-Ban, and build out an event gifting program. And so what we do is the thing that we bring to the table is that we're taking all of the risk of inventory, and then we've developed packages, basically 36 styles that are the most popular out at retail, and we're able to bring those 36 styles out to an actual event. Now you pick different tiers for pricing purposes that we offer, but we have up to 36 styles that we can bring out to a corporate event. When we get there, we set everything up for you. So we have all the staff, we have all the booth materials, we have obviously the inventory there, we have the mirrors. Really a true experience that you're going to be able to have with Ray-Ban. They're able to try on the different styles, and then obviously are given the style that they like as a gift from you, the corporation that bought this. And then we pack everything up, ship it back, and everything's done. So really soup to nuts is what I would say is that when you work with us, you really don't have to do anything. We're there to make your corporate event that much more special on top of everything you're doing for the attendees.
And I understand that you also work with partners that some companies that might provide some of those services, you're happy to provide products for them as well, I'm told.
Yes, that's correct. I mean, we do offer the ability, if you do have experience in doing these type of things, that we can give you the materials if you don't have them, and we can send that out to you, and then you can manage those corporate events. But we do require some experience in that, because we do represent the RayBan brand, and it has to be presented the right way.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Well, Corey, thank you very much for this quick recap.
Sure.
Just quickly tell us, the people may have heard about this new RayBan Facebook line, Smart Glass. Should they know about this? It's exciting, but there's a little bit of cautionary note as well, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, anytime anything new like this gets introduced, it usually takes a little while for it to get into what I would call the corporate channel, and so it really needs to prove itself. It needs to find its audience. Inventory is always a concern. So while this is very cool, because it obviously can shoot video, shoot photos, it's smart, it's really cool. It's not going to be offered in corporate, and we don't know when it's going to be offered. So your loyalty programs, reward programs, this is not something that we're going to be able to offer you at this time. Doesn't mean to say that you couldn't call us, and if you did want to do a bulk purchase of some sort, that we couldn't help you out. But we would have to work with Luxottica to see where inventory's at, what's available, are they even allowing it to happen, because they really haven't shared too much, except that they're doing this, out on the retail side through their retailers, like Lens Crafters and Sunglass Hut and Iolori and things of that nature. So just be very cautious when you're talking to customers or anybody about this, that you can have access to it. Really call us before you do that.
Makes a lot of sense, and that's why we brought it up. Corey, thanks a lot. You folks are the master fulfillment company, specializing in Ray-Ban. So folks, there is their contact information, corporate sales, 866-465-4657. That's 866-465-4657, and that's corporate sales at Links Unlimited. I'd like to thank you again, Corey, for sharing your insights on the RayBan brand.
Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate you having me.
See you on another show. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.